fucking 3:18, 3:15. That clock's a little bit ahead of time. Yeah. It's part 10 of semen retention, baby. It's 3:18, 3:15 in the morning. Can't sleep the last 5 days. I just been wired. Like I'll feel tired, but then I'll try to shut my eyes and then I don't close them. You gotta be real mindful of your energy. I feel like your body and your mind and your spirit, if you're into that type of thing, I am. If you're not, then learn. If you don't want to learn, then, that's on you. But I feel like your mind's like a freaking vacuum. Like sucking up information, sucking up energy, sucking up everything, bro. Sometimes it can freaking drive you crazy if you don't got your head in the right place, you know what I mean? Sometimes your anxiety could definitely develop if you don't got your mind right and you don't know what to do with that anxiety. How I deal with that shit, I work out. Like, I'll work out for like maybe an hour, 2 hours, sometimes even 3 hours, doing nothing but push-ups, pull-ups, sit-ups. Sometimes I'll go on a 10-mile run and just find myself, you know what I mean? Get in that meditative state. Get in the meditative state where people, like, you're not going to get that shit by paying for it. You're not gonna get that shit in a 45-minute gym session. I can't explain it. Like, you got to do that shit on your own. Either go on a bike ride for like 4 or 5 hours, or fucking take a cold ass shower. Do something that fucking sucks, that puts you at the lowest level where you're weak. Like, I'll go ahead and I'll run 10 miles fasted just to see if I die. That sounds a little extreme, right? I've been a little insensitive lately to people. Like, I find myself coming into my true form, like how I was when I was a kid. As a kid, I was unapologetic and unsensitive. And it's not that I lack empathy for people, like, because I do, but sometimes I feel like it takes away from me when I'm like that, you know what I mean? I'm not being honest with somebody. I'm not being honest with myself. Sometimes I feel like some people need to hear, like, you're a lazy piece of fucking shit. Or, you know what I mean? Oh, what could I do better? Stop being fucking lazy, piece of shit. You know what I mean? Sometimes I just feel like saying that. Sometimes I feel like saying, oh, what can I do to lose weight? Stop eating so much, you fucking fat ass. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like saying shit like that. So now, like, it makes me feel good. You know what I mean? I don't know if that's something I have to deal with, but it makes me feel good. You know? Like, I like provoking thoughts. That's just the type of person I am. And I'm trying to come to a state where I'm less reactive and picking my battles. Picking my battles, right? Don't mind me in this video. Just know, during your first couple of weeks of doing semen retention, I'm 30 years old, mind you. So I've done a lot of fapping in my day. Like, I've done a lot of fapping. Like, saying like at least 2-3 hours, like I'm sick type shit. You know what I mean? I think you just got to get that shit out of you sometimes. Like, I'm in a few groups on Facebook about NOFAPing. And I see these young guys all the time talking about, I fucked up. Fucking up because you don't have understanding. And your hormones are just going all over the place. Doesn't make you a bad person. You just got to get it out your system. And then when you start seeing shit fuck up, you know what I mean? Then you make your changes. Likewise. You know? I'm lucky enough. I met a woman to challenge me, make me a better man. A better man than I was, you know, to my father and my grandfathers before me. I feel like I'm a better man because I'm in my kids' life. I'm actually there for them. I'm actually, you know what I mean? But it took fucking work. I feel like when you go through pain and you go through hard, difficult fucking moments, and you suffer, it puts you in a position where during those moments of fucking crisis, you either succumb to the crisis or you fucking think better. And most people don't know how to handle that because their parents don't teach them that shit. That's some shit that, like, you gotta learn that shit on your fucking own. Not unless if you got a badass fucking father that, you know, that guides you along the way. And don't get me wrong, there's few that are out there that pops that teach their kids on how to handle those situations. But ultimately, it's up to you. You gotta dig down deep and go through some fucking pain physically, mentally, and spiritually. Put yourself in crisis moments and learn how to dig yourself out of them. Learn how to think better. When people are facing crisis, like right now we're going through this pandemic, with coronavirus, rioters, and all this bullshit. These crisis moments, you gotta think beyond circumstance. You gotta think beyond, you know what I mean? It's like a big ass game of boxing or chess, or, you know what I mean? It's all psychological. What are you gonna do during your fucking crisis moments? You're gonna succumb to the crisis, give up, feel sorry for yourself, feel weak, feel soft, you know what I mean? Or you could think critically, be like, all right, what are my chances? I gotta step back and stop looking at this shit too like this. I gotta step back and, you know, get a different perspective, get a different vantage point, you know what I mean? And look at it from all different fucking angles and see how you could attack it, you know what I'm saying? And I think that's my advantage during this NOFAP shit. Like, I think I do a good job. Like, I've failed so much in my life. I'm not gonna say failure. Most people would consider it a failure, but I feel like I've learned so much in my life, and I faced so much adversity in my life. It's helped me, like, relationship-wise, school-wise, military, sports. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like I've put myself in all those situations, and it's put me through a lot of crisis moments. And I feel like if you're not equipped, I mean, if you don't have understanding, if you don't go attain wisdom, if you're not trying to read, like, I'll sit there, maybe I won't read as much as I should, but I'll sit there and I'll listen to an audio for 3 to 4 hours. And that's like weekly. Like, I'll listen to a podcast, something to elevate my mind, and I'll probably listen to the same thing over and over again, because every time you listen to something that's of information, you might have freaking seen it 100 times. But that 101 time, you might see something in you that you didn't see before. So that's something I say that I've developed over the years. Whereas previously, like, I would read it once, I'm like, oh, I already read it. I don't need to read it again. You know what I mean? So it's all about continuously gaining fucking wisdom. It's continuously seeking the better version of you. You know what I mean? You set goals to not to accomplish the goal necessarily, but to fulfill that fucking journey. You know what I mean? The journey to doing anything, like, you'll discover a new version of you. You know what I mean? And I've been fucking weak. Like, during this pandemic, like previously, like, if I would have went through this and I never went through what I went through before, I would have fucking suffered. But, like, most people that you know, like, say, I'm kind of ranting here, but say, like, you're a gym goer, right? And you started the habit of going to the gym, and then this pandemic hit. Most people don't know how to keep that same consistency. You know what I mean? Keep the same consistency of a routine, of working out, of self-development, of meditation, of, you know what I mean? Adding into their life daily. And the more that I'm in this pandemic, and I'm doing this journey of NOFAP and doing this journey of fasting, I'm actually healing myself, and I'm realizing, and I'm ridding myself of things that I don't fucking really need, of people that I don't fucking really need. You know what I mean? Like, during this pandemic, I've been able to stop smoking weed, which I usually start back up anyway. But I feel like if you do something and it has control over you, you don't need to be doing that shit. Nothing should have control over you in your mindset. You know what I mean? If you feel like you can't stop, that's a fucking problem, and you need to focus your attention on that. You know what I mean? And if you don't feel like you need to stop, then keep running through that fucking wall until you're ultimately at your weakest point, and then you have to face that shit regardless. Also, during this pandemic, like, I used to be, last 15 years of my life lifting weights. These last 3 months, I've been getting the best results of my life just doing calisthenics. Best results. Less injury, more attuneness with my body, more mobility. Just like, I feel like I don't need that shit. So now I'm going to be able to save myself almost $1,500 a year on gym memberships, because I bought myself a pull-up and dip bar downstairs, something I could do my leg raises and everything. So that shit just cost me $80. I just saved myself $1,500. Now I'm thinking about getting a flip phone and just using my Wi-Fi on my regular phone and save me another $1,900. So now I'm thinking of ways on how to save economically so I can invest in myself instead of keep consuming. I feel like we're taught to be consumers of information, consumers of products, and we're never taught to invest. You know what I mean? Like, invest in reading, invest in your library, invest in your business, invest. You know what I mean? You gotta constantly invest. Like, you got multiple gardens in your being. You know what I mean? And you gotta clear up the bullshit. You know what I mean? There's gonna be rodents, there's gonna be squirrels, there's gonna be raccoons coming in your garden trying to destroy your shit. But you gotta kick them out, right? Pull out those motherfucking weeds and plant positive motherfucking seeds. The seed is not gonna fucking grow overnight. Let's be realistic. The seed is not gonna fucking grow overnight, right? You gotta make sure you're in the right environment, right? You can't plant seeds. You can't take a fucking stack of seeds, right, and throw them in your fucking bathroom and expect it to grow, because it's not the fucking right environment, right? So you gotta get yourself the right environment, the right crowd. If not, spend some fucking time with yourself. Spend some time and get your mentors on YouTube, right? And continuously listen to motivational videos, at least 1 hour a day, twice a day, to keep programming your mind. Because even though you go to sleep, your mind's still working, your mind's still receiving information. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, it says I'm blocking my lens. Sorry. But you gotta continuously to fill your bucket, fill your cup, let your cup overflow. Not only with information, but also, physically, mentally, economically, so you can start attracting those things on that frequency. And you're going to notice during this journey of NOFAP, this journey of fasting, that people of your past are going to come through more frequently to bring you back down to that lower frequency. If you're talking to somebody, right? If you're talking to your boys, and you're talking to them about NOFAP, and you're talking to them about fasting, and they look at you like, this motherfucker is fucking, are you crazy? You in the wrong boat, bro. You in the wrong boat. But you know what's going to keep you in that boat is your love for those people. You don't love them enough to let them go so you can move on and grow. You know what I mean? And just let energy flow. Now, just fuck with y'all. But you got to love your people, the people that are kind of keeping you on those low vibes. You got to let them move on. You got to let them grow, and because you need to grow. You know what I mean? You need to elevate. And if it's meant for them to be in your circle, if it's meant for them to be in your squad, then they're going to elevate and grow with you. But if they're looking at you sideways and they're trying to put a kink in your armor, you need to find a new crew or just chill by yourself. You know what I'm saying? Or find a group that supports your beliefs and your needs. I've been laughed at since I was a child. Like, I'll come up with some outrageous statements and then people like, what the fuck, Angel? Da, 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 da. And then I'll get discouraged, you know what I mean? I'll get discouraged because now I'm bringing my vibration just to chill with them and just to kind of blend in. I'm bringing my vibration down to their level. See what I'm saying? So, what I'm noticing is the more I go on this NOFAP, no blow your load mode, I'm just outgrowing a lot of bullshit. I'm trying to shed some shit that I have still from high school. I'm fucking 30 years old, and I still have fucking skeletons in my closet from when I was a child. I still have skeletons in my closet from when I was in fucking college, in the military. Like, I got so much shit that I still have to work on. So much shit. And it's not even funny. Like, I've been through a lot of bullshit in my life that I haven't, I guess, freed. And I guess when you do speak on your past issues, your trust issues, your insecurities, when you talk on it and you label it, it loses its grip on you. See what I'm saying? It loses its grip on you, and it doesn't have that much power over you. That spirit can't hold you down. Like, I feel like when I was fapping a lot, I would have a lot of sleep paralysis, people call it, where I feel like I'm being choked in my sleep, where I feel like there's a black figure, like a black entity, but I feel like that's just the darker version of me. And most people they're like, what the fuck is that? It's a demon, or it's the devil, or nah, man, to be honest, this is just my perspective. Maybe somebody can educate me in the comments below. But I feel like when I was fapping all the time, and I get sleep paralysis, that's just the darker version of me. You know what I mean? Like, I'll be looking at it, and I feel like I'm awake, but it's just holding me down, and I can't fucking move, and I'm just trying to, and I can't, and it's, you know what I mean? It's a scary fucking feeling. I knew it would happen when my fan would be on, and I'd be sleeping like with my back on the bed or whatnot, and I'll hear my fan go, whoom, 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 and then I'll be like, oh, and I'll get this fucking eerie ass fucking feeling in my chest, and I wouldn't understand it. I need to just seek more wisdom and understanding when it comes to that, those type of spiritual energies. But once I stopped fapping, I started having more dreams about my past, my insecurities, my heartbreaks, and things like that. And I think it's just more to overcome those things that happened. You know what I mean? Past relationships, things like that. I'm married right now with 2 kids, and I'm still thinking about when I was hurt. You know what I mean? Because that teenager never got healed. Yes, time passes, but I don't think your wounds necessarily heal right away. I think, yeah, the pain might have passed away. The time might have passed away, but your wounds are still wounds that still need to be addressed. And as I grow daily, as I grow and progress through these journeys, and the more I fast, the more I practice NOFAP, the better I am. You know what I mean? Because when I was fapping all the time, bro, like, developed hypochondria. I don't know if y'all know what that is. Maybe I'm not saying it right, but hypochondria, when you start imagining diseases, this is like even before I got with my wife. I'd smash females, but then I'd be imagining diseases. I'm like, oh my God, I got AIDS. I got herpes. I remember one time I went to my doctor's. My doctor was like, I was like, Doc, give it to me straight, man. Like, do I got the hurt? And he was like, nah, man, just stop beating your meat with dirty ass hands. Yeah, like, this is some real ass shit. You know what I mean? I had to deal with so much shit, bro, like, mentally, and it was just like a war against me. And then I had to find, you have to find like outlets, like working out. My outlet's working out. If I don't train up my avatar, my body, my mind, my spirit, By the way, I know y'all see that glow. That glow is crazy right now. If I don't train my body, my mind, my spirit, if I don't feed my mind's going to find food somewhere, regardless. Not making a choice is a choice. If I don't work out, my body's going to turn into shit, regardless. If I don't eat the right foods, how can I expect my body to operate right? You know what I mean? There's so many levels to your being, bro. Your mind, your body, your spirit. If I don't walk, if I don't run, the lymph nodes in my body, it's like you got lymph nodes in your body, right? And it's like your heart. Your heart has a pump that keeps it moving, right? But your lymph nodes don't have a pump. You have to constantly move in order to get your lymph nodes moving. That's why a lot of people suffer from edema. People suffer from chronic inflammation, arthritis. Trust me, I was one of those people. I had knee issues. Always complaining about my knees and stuff. But once I started doing trigger point and stuff like that, releasing the energy, taking cold showers, you know, getting my body moving, I was able to cure myself of those things. You know what I mean? But anyways, this video is already like 21 minutes long, longer than what it should be. I'm just over here expressing myself. It is 3-something in the morning, probably like 3:30, 3:40 in the morning. May y'all have a blessed and beautiful day. Comment below, subscribe, hit that bell's notification. It does help the channel keep moving. And comment below if you want me to talk about anything, man. I'm not that fucking old. I'm 30 years old, but I have some experience. And I know most of y'all motherfuckers that are watching these videos are young, and y'all want to know what's going on. I can share my experience with y'all. Love y'all. Stay blessed. Stay motivated. Stay grinding, baby.